Let me continue on with you, Mr. Saunders. I have been working for years now to get the 4 KC-135s to Eielson to support our aerial refueling mission. As you know, we have over 100 fifth-generation fighters in Alaska, in addition to an F-16 intercept squadron up there that does a lot of these Russian intercepts. And the tankers are absolutely fundamental to doing this real-world mission on a very regular basis, not to mention all the great training that we conduct at Red Flag at least 3 or 4 times a year. Former Secretary of the Air Force Kendall ordered the active association on the 4 KC-135s to happen. We've had one of these KC-135s move to Eielson. Our new Secretary of the Air Force has committed to me in public hearing that we're going to continue with doing that. We have this issue of the housing market in Alaska. We want these to be accompanied tours with the 400 plus new airmen that'll be coming with these KC-135s. Do you have an update on what we can be doing collectively with regard to housing in the Eielson, Fairbanks, North Pole, interior Alaska area? There's some questions that the data on the housing is a little stale, some questions that we need more housing, some questions that we might need base housing, but we want to make this happen. We want to make these deployments really great experiences for our airmen, but we also want to get these KC-135s there soon. It's mission critical for the Air Force, for that intercept mission. As you know, as all of you know, any contingency in the Indo-Pacific, everybody's going to be flying over Alaska because of how strategic we are on the Great Circle route. Do you have an update on that, Mr. Saunders?
Yeah, thank you, Senator. Let me start by reiterating Secretary Mink's commitment to relocate the 4 KC-135s to Eielson. As you noted, AMC has already transferred one, and then the additional 3 aircraft will be reassigned from the Pacific Air Forces Command, PACAF, by the end of FY26.
So what's the time? Give me, is that within a year from now?
Roughly a year and a quarter, yes, sir.
Okay, we want to shorten that timeline. I've only been waiting on this for 10 years.
Yes, sir. So that's the right now the current estimate is the end of FY26. You alluded to the housing, and as you know, my office worked with your staff during a recent site activation visit to enable this 4 aircraft plus up.
We appreciated that very much.
And during that time, we acknowledged that the local community is addressing the housing issue and requirement, and we made sure that the data is refreshed. Now that there still is a concurrent travel restriction. However, we do allow families to relocate to Eielson. What the current restriction does is it, in essence, requires the member to either secure housing before they depart, and then their family would depart with them at the same time when they arrive in Alaska, or it would wait till they arrive in Alaska and secure the housing before the family relocates to minimize disruptions to the families.
What's the best way to get that concurrent restriction lifted? Because what we want is the airmen to come, accompanied tours, bring their spouse, bring their kids. It helps the community. It makes for a better deployment. 3 years as opposed to 1 year. Do you have
Senator,
any recommendations for us? We want to work with you on this.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. As a former military member and a military dependent, I grew up in a military family. Traveling with your family is obviously what we want to do. In this case, the PACAF commander has the travel restriction, and they keep pulse on the requirement. And so I need to defer to the PACAF commander as to when that requirement would change. But they are certainly keeping pulse to ensure that that the housing is there to support the families.
And that restriction is based on what the PACAF commander sees as the limited housing stock?
It sees in the need to find housing and secure housing before the family relocates. Now, I should reiterate, that doesn't mean that we don't allow families to Eielson. They certainly do. It is an accompanied tour, so members do get to bring their family. They just need to show that they have secured housing before the family actually relocates.
Okay, good.